buddy Leaf. We're here today to talk to you guys about the differences between conventional and FHA loans. So take it away, Leaf. He's the man who knows all about it.
All right. Good morning, guys. Like Ryan said, my name's Leaf. I work with Envoy Mortgage here in Bakersfield. And there's a lot of confusion about the differences between FHA and conventional loans, but really, it's pretty simple. If you're looking to buy a home and you want to know which one is going to be best for you, we're going to look at a couple different things. Number one, we're going to look at your credit score. If your credit score is over 700, 90% of the time, a conventional loan is going to be the right way to go. And I can talk to you about those specifics when you give me a call to go over it. If your credit score is less than 700, typically FHA is going to be better for you. And the reason for that, Ryan, is really because if you put less than 20% down on a home, you can still go conventional. You're going to have what's called mortgage insurance. And FHA always...
The PMI, right?
You got
the
PMI.
Everybody talks about, I got to pay so much money, you got PMI gone, so I know I'm saving this much money a month.
That's right. That's right. So PMI, or mortgage insurance, is something that helps cover the lender when you put less than 20% down on that loan, you know, when you're purchasing a house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the reason why. If you have over 700, conventional loans are better. PMI is based on how much you put down and also what your credit score is. So if you're only putting 3% down, if you're a first-time home buyer, you can get a conventional loan with only 3% down, know, which is even less than FHA, right? It's pretty sweet. But if your credit score is less than 700, you're only putting 3% down. That PMI is through the roof.
Wow.
Now, the nice thing about FHA is the PMI is the same, or it's really called MIP. Not many people know.
Okay.
It's the same thing. It's set. It's the same whether you have a 600 credit score or an 800 credit score. That mortgage insurance on FHA is the same.
Okay.
Right? That's why if you have a lower credit score, FHA tends to be a little bit better. And FHA has interest rates on those.
Oh, okay.
Credit scores, right? So the biggest difference between conventional and FHA is that PMI, right? That mortgage insurance is going to be that biggest difference for you. Now, the other thing that FHA has an advantage over, common misconception, you do not have to be a first-time home buyer to use FHA.
That's what everybody tells. I didn't know that. That's what everybody thinks. You got to be a first-time home buyer. But you can go conventional and then buy another property FHA later on down the road. Is that correct?
That's exactly right.
All right.
The rules with FHA is you have to live in the property.
Okay.
And you can't have another FHA loan at the same time. Okay. There are a few exceptions to that, but that's the general rule.
So if you have an FHA loan, and you pay it all off, and you're good to go, you don't have any more loans, can you go out and get another FHA loan?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So as long as you don't have a FHA contingent, FHA contingent loan contingent with you buying another property, then you're good to go.
That's exactly right.
All right, that's perfect. And what is the time limit for people that have to actually live in the property to be FHA? What is the minimum?
Good question. So the general idea is, the general rule is if you live in the property 12 months before you move, then you're good to move and turn it into a rental.
Okay.
You can keep that. Now, if you bought it, lived in it for a month, and then turned it into a rental, that would actually be on that borderline of, hey, are you committing fraud? Did you really want to buy a rental and you pretended to live in it?
Mm-hmm.
But if you really intended to live in it and you lived in it, and then let's say, you come into inheritance, you're like, dude, we're going to buy a bigger home, but we're going to keep this as a rental. That would be totally fine, so.
That's perfect. All right, guys. Well, if you have any more questions, please give me, or if you have any mortgage questions, please give Leaf a call, because he knows way more than I do about loans. That's his job. All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of the day. We hope to hear from you guys.
All right. Take care.
Where's it at?